Head of the hay has a what the fuck did I just say? Head of the hay has a passive where it gives them 2 dashes. 2 side dashes, 2 back dashes, whatever. These dashes work on the same cooldown as the side and back dashes as well. They cannot deal damage and are simply just for mobility. Their M1s are also faster, 0.05 seconds faster than normal ones, and they can neither uppercut or down slam. And instead of ragdolling the opponent away, they'll just simply push them back with stun. The fourth M1 will add a projection bar under the enemy. Once this bar fills up, they'll turn to a glass frame which doubles damage and lasts about 2 seconds. The fourth M1 has 2 variants, one with the foot, one with the leg. Am I stupid? One with the leg and one with the arm. The leg variant is the normal one where they just kick forward. The arm variant is for when the opponent is about to turn to a glass frame, so when their projection meter is almost full. This means that that M1 will be a guaranteed glass frame. If this guy's meter was almost full and I do this, and there was an opponent right here, and if this was like the arm version, then they turn to a glass frame. This also works with like a group of people, so it can turn multiple people into a glass frame. Another thing with this is that if the user misses Projection Breaker, Decisive Strike, or Cursory Impact, then like they'll gain their own projection meter, like this. Projection Breaker and Decisive Strike both give like 80%. I think Cursory Impact gives like 40% maybe. And then the special is called, I think it's Projection Sorcery. Basically, the user teleports into like a certain distance away. Takes a bit of an awakening too, but it can be used without awakening. To really use this, you need a target where you can teleport twice. This is a variant with if the opponent is in a glass frame. The user will do this. They'll crash through the enemy and it'll put a bit of projection under there. It also keeps the special off cooldown. On to the first move, Projection Breaker. As you saw from a little demonstration a while ago, user does a little kick forward, and it gives about 80% of the projection bar. The finisher for this is that the enemy just gets ragdolled really far away. I did not mean to do that, but you know, here. Projection Breaker is blockable. It can hit ragdolls, and it doesn't give iframes. Oh, and I guess I should mention that, you know, you don't have to miss 1, 3, and 4. You can also get countered, blocked, or interrupted to gain the bar. And then the second move, Bleed Out. The user pulls out a knife and it stands forward. Basically, if they have a projection bar, then it'll turn red, and basically that just means it'll drain slower. And also, when they attack, they'll start bleeding. I'll show you like this. Yep. Use an ability or yeah, just an ability, I think. They'll start bleeding. But you can actually stab them. If you get like 2 stacks, then they'll get the hemorrhage, where they start bleeding. Yeah. But hemorrhage cannot be applied to a blood manipulator. But I think if the blood manipulator is in ult, then it does get drained faster. Bleed Out is unblockable. It can hit ragdolls, and it doesn't give iframes. The finish for it is that the guy, they go behind them and then stab them in the back or in the side. And then Decisive Strike used thrice. Using it once, they rush forward with Protection Sorcery. Using it twice, sends them a bit further, and then using it 3 times, they get sent very far. Hitting Decisive Strikes will pummel the enemy. And as you can see, it doesn't seem to give protection bar, but this is because the opponent needs a protection bar. If used on a ragdolled airborne opponent, then Decisive Strike will lock onto them. Decisive Strikes is blockable except for the third stack. It can hit ragdolls, and it doesn't give iframes. The finisher for it is user pulls in normal. Oh right. Ah, come on. I'm gonna have to wait one moment. Let me see if this will work. Yeah, that's what it looks like. The enemy turns to a glass, and then they kick him away while they're combing their hair. So he's here again. So yeah, and that's the finisher. And then Cursory Impact. Ouch. If the user stands still while using it, then they'll do like a swipe. But you can also move while doing it to go further, like that. So basically, if this hits, the user will smack them away. This Cursory Impact does not give any projection. It has another variant, Wait, what am I doing? The user, huh? If the opponent is framed, they do that, then they'll smack them up to the air, and then the user can like throw them up or down. Cursory impact is unblockable. I don't think you can hit ragdolls, and it doesn't give iframes. So the ult is basically just bleed out, but slower. If you know, miss, it takes half. It's basically a counter. No way, I lost to this. So yeah, basically. Alright, and I should mention that Head of the Hay does have less health than normal, and in their Awakening, they only get 75 health. Yeah, they get a lot faster. Their M1s are also changed. If they're near a person, then they'll actually like do that. And also, each M1 will apply a stack of, apply a bit of projection bar. But yeah, and also makes them have like normal M1s. I think the M1s are still faster, they can uppercut and down slam. Their special is changed. Don't know. I think it's still called Precision Sorcery. No, it's not. It's called Acceleration. They start spinning around. I think it takes about 7 or 9 charges. Basically, what this does is that speeds them up. In each substat, it's like certain stacks like enhance top speed. But yeah, and the speed up also does affect top speed too. See how fast I am now. The R special is blockable, I think. It can hit ragdolls and doesn't give iframes. And then top speed. I mean, basically all it does is that you fly around. It'll also count as a melee attack. After like a few certain stacks, then top speed will be counted as a bullet attack, I think. So basically, if you hit someone with top speed, then you'll dart into them. There's like a lock-on feature. Top speed is it's unblockable. You can hit ragdolls and doesn't give iframes. And then flash freezing. So like, I don't know, 27 glass panels. If you break one, then the rest will break if they're close enough. You can also the glass panels actually act as an entity. Basically what that means is that they can be used for idle transfiguration because they have 1 health, and they can also be used to create an unlimited purple. Going through the glass panels will enhance top speed. It'll speed it up and and increase the duration of it. Oh yeah, also the glass does damage. So let's just so yeah, as you can see, that's pretty good, The flash freezing, it's unblockable. It can hit ragdolls and doesn't give iframes. The finisher for flash freezing is that the enemy just like explodes into pieces. Yeah, they just explode. Anyways, on to the third move, tendril grab. Zone appears around them. They stick their hands into the ground, then they grab opponents. So it's unblockable. It can hit ragdolls, and it doesn't give iframes. Anyways, Time Cell Moon Palace. I'm actually gonna turn off my Awakening. Oh, and I should also say the Awakening. Once this fully drains, then the user will just die. Unless they use Time Cell Moon Palace. Well, they lose all their, this. It's just a domain, Time Cell Moon Palace. Any movements inside the domain cause, like, fucking their cells, whatever, to experience projection sorcery and all that stuff. Yeah. Okay, what the fuck? But anyways, unlike other domains, Time Cell Moon Palace, I think, is actually only on a 60-second cooldown instead of the normal 120. It's basically it for Head of the Hay.